All right, we are set. We are in session.
Alright, so last time, remember correctly, you freed the Phylacine from the pit it was in. That's where we started, and Katie, Eru crafted some nets with ropes so that it could get out, and it did. You saved it from a long, painful death in a trap.
And it ran
You
away
don't know
instead of
where it
being our
went.
friend.
Yeah, it ran away. It's a
Sorry.
wild animal, you.
I wanted to be its friend.
Well, you already befriended a kobold, so.
It ran away too. I don't have a good track record.
Um, and then you went to another area up north, and you actually discovered the lair of the huge spore tusk gutter. You actually set up a trap, which wasn't a half bad idea, honestly, and it worked actually quite well. The fight was rough because the boar was very, very hungry. Translation: it kept hitting crits.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
Stupid super boar.
yeah, that was a hard fight, but you ended up winning. Two of you are wounded. You took a rest in the boar's lair. Now that it was empty, so that you could heal and talk and actually finally tell a decent campfire story. Congratulations.
Oh wait, didn't we take
And
like a whole day rest too to make sure everyone was fully healed? And then
yeah,
we did all kinds of shit. We skinned it, we gutted that little fucker, we cooked its meat and claimed it for, pride.
We mugged it.
Mugged it. I fed you it.
Yeah.
That's a little
I
more
was
extreme than
saying-
mugging, my dude.
I was saying we should mug the boar.
But we
And,
did in full entirety of that word.
Yes. So I'm very pleased we mugged it.
I literally have its fur. Oh yeah, I don't know if I added that to my inventory. Or not fur, but like hide. I don't know what to do
yeah,
with
it's
all this
fine.
stuff.
We
I know I
hadn't
could.
mugged.
Huh? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying we hadn't mugged anybody in days. So
Doggies.
that dog has opinions.
Clearly.
Yeah. My dog has opinions about dogs on the other side of the door.
Well, tell the other dogs on the other side of the door to stop infiltrating his territory, obviously.
Yeah.
It's clearly on them. Clearly.
It's clearly on them. You are right.
So, you guys are now quite well rested. You're healed. What do you do?
Every time he spoke, the dog barked.
Still
Well,
going.
It's like he's
we know what the
timing
dog
it.
wants to do.
Someone give me time! Fucking hell. That dog's comedic timing is too on point. Okay, so we are fully rested.
Yeah.
We have the proof that we've killed the boar. What else? Let's see. Let me look at our quest thread. It has nothing on it. Our wanted posters. We've got Tusk Gutter at the band. The only
So
thing.
I'm asking this again. I feel like I asked this last week as well. How do I use the venoms?
You put them on your weapon, and then the next hit will apply the poison to the enemy.
So,
If
but
you-
just the first hit, right? The weapon doesn't stay
it's
poisoned.
actually if you miss, your weapon stays poisoned. If you critically miss, you lose the poison, and if you hit, no matter if the enemy succeeds or fails at the saving throw, it gets the poison is gone.
Okay.
Them's the rules of poison.
Okay, so it's still worth it to craft.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
So the only thing we haven't completed as far as tasks given to us in this area is finding that one dude. Falgrim Sneeg. He's the only thing we haven't really found that we've been looking for in this area.
Didn't we leave an area that was seemed kind of important?
Not really. We've thoroughly checked every area.
Did we check the place where we fought the bear?
There wasn't anything
That
there.
turned into a there wasn't?
No, it was like ruins.
Hmm.
Remember, because we were like, oh, okay, I guess we'll go then. We just left.
Yeah. I find that really odd that there was nothing there.
Yeah, but, I mean, what can you do? It wasn't in there. Did I add the boar stuff? Yeah, I got it. And the tusk, because...
I'm gonna put you on the map screen. By the way, I also want to add that the green belt technically extends to the east, to that mountainous range you have to the east, and so do the Rustling hinterlands.
I'm assuming the
Like,
green belt
over
is
this-
the whole long...
It's like hold on, let me see. I'm gonna draw freehand. So here, the green belt extends all the way from here
What are you drawing?
to here.
I don't see
I
anything
don't
being
see
drawn.
anything, yeah.
Hold on, I think I have to finish it. You see it now?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. You see the line I've drawn? This is the green belt extends
Oh,
all the way to the east, like this.
I was under the impression that the green belt was like this. Like,
Yeah,
Okay,
that green
so
patch of forest, right?
yeah, like that's what I was thinking.
So it starts. Hold on, I'm gonna save. Gonna do it in a bit. Here. Like this.
Wait, so we've actually explored the entirety of the green belt on this side. See, that's why I kept wanting to suggesting the forest areas. I thought the green belt was more in that forest area going south. I didn't realize it was that. Kinda
Yeah,
like a
it's not
dog head.
obvious.
Little doggy head.
You have also this.
oh yeah.
Yeah, see, it's like a little dog head, and then you just give it a little snoot.
So then you have the Tusk Water, which does this. Yeah. And to the south, there's the Camelands, and to the west, the Nile Notches, and more, of course. But
So it's a dog wearing a collar, is what this whole region is.
okay.
I'll settle for it. So the dude we're looking for could be anywhere in the green belt, which means we should probably start heading east. We've already searched that general area, but we didn't search... Oh shit, that's not the ping. This one. And it's next to us, so we could check that, and then cut through the bridge, and then go back up this way, and just kind of backtrack.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, cool. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
sure.
go to this one.
All right, which one?
This one.
This one. Okay. So it's half a day away. And I'm gonna change this. We're gonna change the color. So we're going there. All right. And I suppose you explore the area. And you find of notice a patch of plants which have some fruits, quite some odd fruits. You don't really know them, or maybe if you do a nature check or a survival check, maybe. And
That
we'll see if you
is
know about them.
Kitty's job.
okay. My job. I like how...
Eru's job.
Oh.
Hmm?
1 second, Nikki's coughing.
Oh.
1 second. Sorry about that. Cat mom emergency. He's okay.
No
He
problem.
just... I think he has a hairball.
Hairball?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
doesn't
classic.
get them, he actually doesn't get those very often, so typically when he starts hacking like that, it freaks me out, because he's the one that doesn't get the hairballs, it's the other two that do.
Right. So,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
you found this thickets of fruits, more like berries, in a valley between two little hills.
Okay.
There is white gossamer silk, such as spiderweb. Okay, 16. You identify them as fangberries, and you know that they are quite thorny, and if you want to harvest them, you should be careful.
Is there a reason I would
Unless,
want to harvest them?
well, they can be used to make a meal or eventually make some potions.
Like, that's what I'm saying, like, do I know what significance this fruit would be? Because... Or do I just... I'm just aware of what, like... Because... If I'm not worried, like... okay, words. If I'm not aware that it's valuable and it's a pain in the ass to harvest, I'm not gonna be inclined to harvest it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it tastes very fucking good, though.
Okay. Do I know that?
Do you know that? Yes, you do know.
Okay, cool. So I know that. Hey guys, those berries taste really good, but they're really hard to harvest.
We should get them.
I'm telling you now, these berries are fantastic, but they are very difficult to harvest. I am emphasizing this, my rogue companion.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. And then I sit there and just kind of pet Kit, and I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Alright, so I'm gonna get you a map to.
I swear, if we end up failing all of our checks and dying to berries, Nighty is never gonna let us live us down.
What are the chances we die to berries?
Don't ask that!
Alright. Oh shit, I put you on the wrong. There we go.
I mean, if you guys don't want the berries, I'm okay with that, but...
Oh, I want them berries.
All right. So we're all on the same page here.
You're just the adamant one, so I'm letting you have your adamancy.
Okay.
All right. So, what is your decision?
We are going to try to
Um.
harvest the berries.
Okay.
I also don't have
Very
control of
good.
my token, but I do have control of Kit. I feel the bias here. I'm just kidding.
Oh, oh, really?
There we go. Okay, I can move.
Oh,
A minute ago, it wouldn't let me hit my token. It was weird.
okay. So let's see. You you are going to roll. Uh, do you even need to roll? Yeah, you're gonna roll survival. Everyone who wants to gather
Okay.
the berries.
Against my better judgment, I'm still gonna try to pick the berries because I stubbornly want them.
Okay.
Did I find poison berries?
No, you find a delicious fangberries.
No, let's go.
You so Arrow, you gather without any issues.
I'm looking for nature.
It's survival.
Survival.
Oh, survival. Survival.
Yes.
Um.
Okay. So, Yawnes and Hale, you're going to be taking a bit of damage. You
Oh.
get you gather half a basket, but you have been careless, and you're gonna take 1d6 piercing damage and 1d6 persistent bleed damage. So yeah, you've managed to actually cut yourself pretty bad.
Damn.
It's 1d what for the damage?
1d6.
Was that right?
Ow.
Oh my god.
What are the chances?
Now we're
Berries
rolling
kill us.
high. Now we're rolling high.
And let me see.
Wait, so is it 1d6 or is it 2? Is it 2
We're
1d6s
still
or
bleeding.
just
We're
1
still
1d6?
bleeding.
Yeah, you're bleeding, so
Can't we get healed?
I could try to heal you.
We have potions.
Yeah, I have some elixirs.
So how many berries did I get?
you got a full basket and you didn't hurt yourself.
Sweet. So is that what I put in my like inventory stuff? They're called fire berries. Fang
Fangberries.
berries.
Do they have any
Uh,
special effects?
And you're also going to roll. No, you're not going to roll actually. What is your perception DC exactly?
Me or them?
Everybody.
My
my
perception,
perception DC.
like your like base perception.
Yeah.
8.
5.
Where would I find that?
Where your perception is.
It's your
Oh.
perception bonus basically. Plus 10. But I can calculate from that.
I'm seeing a 7 where you roll perception. Is that?
Yeah, that above, like in the circle above perceive, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So you have your DC is 17. You add 10 to your. Okay.
Okay.
So you, Eru, and Vaylin, you notice some noise in the thickets, some chittering noises,
Oh? Hey guys, I hear something coming from them bushes over there.
and you're actually gonna roll initiative.
Oh shit. Guys, there's something over there! Gets jumped. Why is that always happening? Wait, I did have my token selected. Screw you, game.
28. Yeah, it's okay. I'll add it to the.
Say, you better let me keep that nat 20. I'd be so sad.
We keep your first roll. Kill is at 19.
Kid always gets them high rolls on the freaking initiative. Like, that's where my highest rolls always are, is initiative, and then after that, it's like,
Getting that early turn can be good.
yeah, but not if the rest of my rolls don't suck.
Well, better than every roll sucking, I guess.
My rolls are
Nikki.
sucking.
Nikki
2,
came
3,
back
4,
and wanted you all to know he's doing just fine.
I need to just roll Vaylin.
Good to know.
Yeah, he wanted me to tell you. That's why he came back yelling through almost my microphone, but you couldn't hear it because my head is higher than him. But you would
Amazing
have.
roll from Vaylin,
Oh shit.
as usual.
I would call
Nighty's
that
been really unlucky with the rolls.
She's good in combat rolls, but unlucky with like the other rolls.
Okay. So, Eru, what does Eru do?
Looks around? I don't see the enemies.
Okay. So you're gonna roll
Um,
perception. This is basically a sick action now. And you're gonna roll a perception check. 18. Let me see. That is interesting. Okay. Let me see exactly how a sick action works. I kind of forgot because it's the first time in forever that this actually happens, but I think it's actually an interesting mechanic.
Uh-huh. I'm not following.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm just looking it up.
Okay, because I'm just like confused.
Okay, gonna tell me where you're looking. Point on the map.
What? Well, in the direction I heard the rustling come from.
Okay.
I don't know. You didn't tell me where that was coming from. I just heard it.
Yep. Okay, you hear your roll. It came from somewhere to the south.
Then I will search to the south.
Okay, now, tell me where to the south you want to look exactly.
Well, the thing is I'm a little confused. Isn't this just clearing area right here? Like I can see pretty clear.
You're actually in a thicket, but
So
I
this
use
is dense.
Yeah, this is pretty dense.
Then I'll just check immediately near us in like this area.
Okay, you perceive right there. Let me do that. Bam!
What the fuck is that?
This is a swarm of spiders moving towards you.
I'm gonna do exactly what I would do. No, I'm not gonna do that because I would panic and Ira's not gonna panic. So I'm not gonna blast fire at the ground. Um, I would do that, but she's not gonna do that. She's smarter than me. Uh, I'm like, ah, spiders! And then let's see, what could I do? The fuck do I do against a bunch of fucking spiders?
Kill it with fire.
Before I immediately take action, I yell spiders and see what you guys are gonna do before I decide on my next action.
I yell kill it with fire.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
What would Vaylin do?
It's a good question. I think Vaylin would draw his sword and
I guess, like, are these
Uh,
normal sized spiders or like huge?
no, they're pretty big.
But they're big enough to initiate
Mhm.
like a combat sequence, right? Not for us to get just like okay. So I'm thinking like the Mummy and the bugs. You know that movie in the '90s with the like Brendan Fraser dude? Yeah. So like
Okay,
those kind of bugs, or
they
like
look like this.
are they like big spiders, like the
They're
size of
big
a
spiders. They're not huge spiders, but they're big spiders.
so like half the
Damn,
size
the
of a
Harry
dude's
Potter
head?
spiders.
Looks like they're like half the size of a skull. Okay, so that's fairly big.
Yes, that's quite big.
Chew spiders? They're called chew spiders?
Yes.
Who the fuck designed this and why do they live in nightmares? Okay, okay, fine. Burn it with fire. I cast Burning Hands towards the spiders.
Alright. So, Burning Hands.
Kill it with fire.
Is it an attack?
I don't know.
15.
Literally a game called Kill It with Fire where you kill spiders.
I don't think it needs to be an attack since it's a cone. 10 damage, but it's a 15 feet cone. So
There, yeah.
That cone needs to be 30 feet.
I can't actually. Wait, can I make it bigger? Not in one turn, I don't think, 'cause it's a 2-action spell. Yeah, no, I don't think I could do that this turn.
Does the fire deter them at all? They're spiders. Does it like...
We'll have to see if it burns them first.
while I assume you manage to control the spell enough to not just completely burn every fucking plant in front of you.
Yes, I'm trying because I like nature, but spiders.
Alright,
Yeah,
Right.
Amon is,
the spell doesn't go far enough though.
Shit.
uh,
No, like, oh,
You-
so they're completely over here. It's not like they're not like over in this area.
Yeah, the stacks on this area, yeah.
Can I was under the impression they were right in front of me. Would there have been any way for me to have moved up and used the attack? Because I was legitimately under the impression that was just a visualization and they were like right in front of us.
No, they are, that'll be fine. Yeah, you can do something else.
Well, and I want to do the same thing. I just would like to do it closer because I thought they were in front of us, closer to us. Like
The
I thought
seek
it was
the seek action to find them was one action.
one action. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, so I actually
Two.
do legitimately have to do something different. Okay. Well, I will be able to keep my spell then, even though that was. Damn it. Okay. So I didn't burn it with fire. I'm like, okay, I'll kill it with fire, but I gotta get closer. I yelled at Amon.
okay.
I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna tell Kit to flank the spiders with me. I'm gonna get really close to him too, and I'm gonna really not like this.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get there and use my last action to tell Kit to do this little ninja maneuver and help me kill the spiders. But she's gonna wait till her turn.
Okay. So let me see. How fast are they? 20?
Fast spiders?
They're spiders. You ever seen one? Them little suckers are quick.
I can't imagine being chased by a spider.
It's kind of terrifying, even when they're tiny.
Okay, it's my turn.
No, it's not.
No?
No.
Oh, it's Skid's turn.
No, it's not. Okay, they completely fuck up. They move here. And you just spot them because they completely failed at sneaking. And they are... yeah. Bam.
More spiders!
Oh, sweet, let's go.
Let me see what they do next. Oh. Okay, so they can move actually like here, for example, on top of you. Because they are a swarm, I'm gonna put them here for now. And they're going to attack both Kit and Hale with chewing bites. Wait, do they need to roll? No, they don't. Because they're a swarm. Okay. So yeah, you really have this mass of spiders just jumping at you and biting you. So both Kit and Hale lose 6 HPs.
Like there's nothing we can do about it.
What? And reflex save. You gotta do a reflex save first.
Oh, first?
What do we roll for that?
Reflex.
Saving throws.
Okay. Kit is also gonna roll Fortitude. Hale doesn't need to. And that's also a fail, so... 1d6 poison damage and clumsy 1.
So she takes 7?
1d6 again.
Oh, another 1d6.
Yep. And now it's either Yawnes or Kit's turn, as you want.
Well, wait, did she take 7? Or 6?
Yeah, 7.
Or 7? Okay.
And Hale.
So what do you want to do? Want Kit to go first, or can I go first?
Eru?
It doesn't matter to me.
No, okay, then, and I'll take the initiative here.
Go ahead.
So I will hit this batch of spiders with an alchemist's fire.
Alright. Ooh. So yeah, it's you have 7 damage plus 1 from the splash. It's 8 plus the fire. Okay, they're on fire. And they take okay, like your bomb explodes in the middle of the spiders, and a lot of them just die on the spot, completely exploded. Others are set on fire and just die almost immediately from it.
I am very pleased
I'm sad I'm contributing to the fly population.
And you have 2 more actions?
I do have 2 more actions. What am I gonna do here? So the spiders are tiny, right?
They're tiny, but they're big, massive spiders.
They're big, massive spiders. So I will pop a Juggernaut Flask on myself.
Okay.
So let me deal with the temporaries here. So I gain a temp to fortitude, right? So I gain 1 to fortitude. I gain 10 temporary hit points. And I will do it's -2 to will. So I still have 1 action, right?
Yes.
Still have the 1 action, so I move. Oh, I can't move my token.
Really? Hold on.
No, I can't move my token. I'm starting to move another token. Sorry. Yeah, I moved here.
Okay.
So this patch of spiders should be flat-footed.
Alright. To you and to Hale and Kit's then.
Yeah.
Okay, Kit's turn. So you ordered her to flank.
I did, but she got bit, and then the spider group got caught on fire, so she would.
Well,
These are still here, right? Like, they're still here.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, so flank.
Yeah.
And bite.
And bites. Roll.
Bite the biting spiders.
Yeah, they bit her first, motherfuckers.
She doesn't actually manage to do significant damage.
She's like
she
nipping at him.
grabs 1 here, 1 there, but it's not much compared to the massive spiders that are attacking you.
Hold on.
Can we run?
Well, it's always an option.
After I caught a lot of them on fire. Nice.
I'm
still
not
have
sure how to
spells.
damage them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these spiders are gonna move here. Can I? They can't hit you both actually. So they are going to attack Kitty. To attack Eru, rather.
Okay.
And so this means that you are going to take 1 damage. Wait, it's bleeding damage, by the way, so at the end of your turn. So, wait, Kit is bleeding, Eru is bleeding now, and Amon is bleeding.
Is there a thing for that? Because I don't see any little.
Not really. We gotta remember. And you have to roll reflex save.
Put that. That's my bleeding icon.
Alright.
Did Kit take an additional point of damage that I need to add in from that, or no?
Yeah, you need to roll 1d6. and then 1d20 to see if the persistent damage goes away.
No, I meant like on her turn, I did roll the d6. With her
Oh, you
being
did?
bleeding, does that mean it was additional, or was that what that was for?
No, the bleeding is an addition at the end of each turn, I think.
Yeah, I rolled a
Oh, wait,
1d6.
no,
Was it
wait.
for that or not for that?
Oh, hold on, I think... Wait. No, okay, it's when you end your turn, I guess? Or maybe not. No, that would be dumb. Otherwise, you just move out and they never hit you.
So she's good for now, or?
No, she's good. She's good.
Okay.
You do take 1 damage, and you have to roll reflex save.
Error, right?
Oh, yes. You fail, so fortitude now.
Bup, 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 bup. Fuck!
And that is... Oh, that's a crit fail. So the
You rolled a
poison...
1.
Yeah, I did.
So you're at stage 2, you take 1d6 poison damage. Hold on, let me do it. And you are clumsy too.
Okay. So do I need to roll the d6?
No, it's written... you took 6 damage, actually, from the
Oh.
poison.
Okay.
Amon, it's your turn.
Um. So I will. Can I intimidate a mass of spiders?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, that sounds a little far-fetched.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, I'll start with an attack.
Okay. Okay, so the spiders just evade a lot of your attacks. You manage to get 1 or 2 here and there, but really doesn't do much.
Hmm. I will use a potion.
That is a free action.
And that is 1d8.
Yeah.
Damn it. Can I use 2 potions as an action?
I don't think you can though.
Okay then. I will. Can I get out of their attacking range?
Yes, you can. You still have 2 actions, I think, though.
Okay, I'll try another swing.
Okay. So you can get the spiders, how the spiders move a little better, and you strike. By the way, roll for sneak attack damage. That does work.
That is 1d6.
Yes, it is.
Did my first attack receive sneak attack or no?
Well, your first attack missed, so
Okay.
all right. So you kill. You swing into the spiders and you kill a lot of them. But there's still so many of them that you're thinking to yourself that it's gonna take forever to kill them like this.
Okay. So where can I run?
You can run anywhere you want.
I guess we aren't retreating, correct?
You don't know.
And we can move 25, right?
Yes,
You can?
25.
I will move all the way up here.
Isn't that a bit far? Oh no, actually no. Okay. It felt a bit far, but okay. Okay, it's now Vaylin's turn. So Vaylin is gonna try his best. He's actually he was here. Yeah, he was here. He's gonna try a tumble through. Gonna step here and try a tumble through. Yeah, it's acrobatics, which he fails.
Say he's gonna tumble through spiders? That's ballsy.
Yeah, it's ballsy, but it's what swashbucklers do, you know.
No, it's true.
And since he's not gonna try to bombo them, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't make any sense.
He's gonna try and slash at them. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh. Hold on.
fuck him up, Vaylin.
That is a crit. So 12 damage. Okay, he slashes through a lot of them spiders. And their numbers are dwindling to about the same as the other pack of spiders.
Can I call out to Vaylin?
Yes?
I'm gonna do that and say, if your sword doesn't have a name, we're gonna call it fire.
And gonna try again, but the attack fails. Alright, Eru, your turn.
Okay, so on the little 15-foot diagonal column chart, it says that there's two ways I can cast it. One, it's like to the side of me in the little thing, and the other one is like direct. Does that mean I can choose?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose the one that's like kind of like right next to me, so that it's like right there, and right there, and it's like perfectly the size of the spider, and I'm gonna burn
Alright.
him.
Alright, go ahead.
And as I do, I'm literally gonna yell, "Kill him with fire!"
Go ahead.
You're on.
Do
And
yell, kill him with fire, please.
Kill it with fire! I don't want to yell too loud, or it'll break the recording.
Yeah, don't worry. Alright, so it's a reflex save. And it's a fail.
They fail or I fail?
They fail.
Oh, thank God.
And so as fire sprouts from your hands, it just engulfs all the spiders into it. They all die. You see, once your spell is done, you just see a sea of burnt carbonized spiders on the ground.
Kit's gonna do a little happy fox dance.
There's no more spiders in front of you.
Yes. Okay, so I have one more action. I call Kit to me.
All right.
She'll have her little commands. Like it's more or less just I'm just calling her to me so that she's safe.
All right. Noted.
I'm not really giving her an attack per se,
Um,
but I'm gonna have her. You know, she's primed and ready.
Okay. You are still poisoned, I think, though.
I am.
You don't
long
take
am
the
I,
bleeding damage.
How long am I bled and poisoned for?
The bleeding is over because you're not being chewed by the spiders anymore, but you're still poisoned.
Okay, why can't I
You've
not
been
click?
poisoned for 1 round.
Oh, that's why I can't click my token. 'Cause
So
I
you're gonna
didn't.
do a fortitude save first.
Let me take that away. There we go. Fortitude on.
Okay, so it goes down 1 stage. You take 5 damage and you are clumsy 1 instead of clumsy 2.
5 damage? Fuck me.
Yep.
I am visibly hurting.
You can have an elixir of life. I've got 4 of them.
Well, on your turn, you might be able to do something. Alright, so
Mm.
is the 2 spiders' turn, and both Vaylin and Yawnes are going to be affected. They take 3 bleeding damage.
3 damage.
And you guys are gonna roll for fortitude as well.
And I'm gonna roll for fortitude.
You both succeed, no poison. Yawnes? It's
My
your turn.
Juggernaut Flask gives me fortitude. That was a good call. Yeah, let's throw the last alchemist's fire.
Okay. It's a hit. And as your bomb explodes in the middle of the spiders, they just burn, all of them, just like from the burning hands cast by the druid. And it's done. There are no more spiders.
Ooh, let's go.
Woo!
Okay, so here's my question. There's no more spiders that we can see?
No more spiders.
Okay, so
Oh, great.
well, Kit runs to me, and I'm gonna make sure she's okay.
Okay, who needs elixirs of life?
Me!
I need a ton. I am very weak.
Hale,
Yeah,
come to
We're
me.
very weak.
I wade my way towards
Okay,
Amon.
so take 3 of them, Hale, and Arrow, you take 1 of them. And I have no more elixirs of life.
How much damage did you take that fight, Hale? Amon?
Well, I rolled a 6 on the berries.
And can we do that a bit more roleplay, please?
Oh,
How much damage did you take?
Well, I hurt myself pretty bad on the berries before this started. I don't know. I'm not doing very well.
We're gonna get also a fortitude roll from Eru again, because the poison is undone.
Great.
Okay, so the poison deals 2 damage.
Great.
Okay, let me see the Juggernaut Flask.
What about Kit?
Was she poisoned?
She was. But
She
only
was?
not as bad as me, though.
Okay, well, fortitude save again.
Oh, hey, wait. That fortitude save was Kit.
Oh
Oops.
yeah, Well, then Kit takes 2 damage, and you do your fortitude save.
I need to step away. I can still hear you guys. It's just there'll be a delay if I need to say something.
Okay.
Alright, hold on. I did a lot of math wrong. So I was at 8. And Kit was at 2. And she took that. I think that she... Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay. So we're both not looking too hot. But I also had 2 extra HP than her, so that would put me at 10, if my math was wrong. Alright, cool. So how do I drink the potion?
Yeah, well, you drink it, and Yawnes, what does the elixir does?
1d6 health you gain.
And you gain a fortitude bonus, I think, too.
Yay.
Do I?
I think so.
I get 1 HP.
Oh yeah, saving throws
Um,
against diseases
This
and
isn't
poison.
poisons. Yep.
I have a question.
How big is it though?
1. It's a lesser elixir, so it's 1.
Do the berries that we picked have any special effects?
Well, you know that they taste really fucking good.
Very good.
Yes, very good.
Get out. Well, Amon, do you want to drink your potion so that I can determine whether or not I'm
Yes.
going to heal just myself or both of us?
All right. Wait, is it 1d8? Am I using
6.
my potion or the elixir?
If you have it, whatever. He gave you 3 elixirs.
Okay. The elixirs are 1d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so while you guys decide on the potions, I'm gonna go pee.
Okay. I have 3, right?
Yep.
Yes, you get 3.
Okay.
Literally bleeding out on the floor, but instead of splitting it even, it gives you 3 and gives me 1.
Oh. Okay, I give you my potion then.
No, you already drank 3 of them. I'm just more annoyed at that instead.
Oh no, I also have a potion though.
I can just heal myself. Just making a mental note of the value I hold in this party.
No, I give you my potion.
Alright, so yeah, decide.
What's the potion?
It is a normal healing potion, so I give you 2 of mine.
How many potions do you have?
2.
So, aren't you like super wounded or some shit?
No, I mean with those 3, it's 13 health.
That I don't know what you're speaking, sir. You're speaking in tongues.
I feel great.
A little better. Okay, fine. I'll take them. What do they do?
They are 1d8 healing.
I'm gonna take them both because I'm literally almost dying.
Okay, I'm back.
Wait, what the fuck? That didn't do that.
Because, yeah, there's a space, so it didn't.
Oh, I fucked up. Alright, gotcha. I get some health back. Still not at 100%, but we're good. Or better.
Right.
I'm going to heal myself and Kit. I'm gonna use my heal animal on her.
Alright.
And I'm gonna do the 2 actions since we're not in combat. So that'll give her 1d8 plus 8. 6. Okay, so she's actually good.
Alright, so
Yeah,
you're gonna
and
get
then
20x for defeating the spiders.
ooh. And then I'm also gonna cast heal on myself. After I make sure that my spell slots are all calculated. And then I use Burning Hands as a spell, so that gives me just 1. And 2 action again.
In the meantime,
10.
Vaylin is going to gather more berries.
Okay, I'm feeling much livelier now. Thank you, Amon, I say.
You're welcome.
He
Mentally
hurts
noted.
himself a bit, but he gathers enough berries to fill the last baskets. And now you have very delicious berries. Oh, I'm gonna add the 20x to Vaylin's character sheet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So you are now at 936.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, 2 hero points for everybody. Remember, because I
Question.
keep forgetting to give them. Yes,
Does Kit have hero points?
I think so.
I mean, she has a slot for it. I just wasn't sure if we were applying them to her rolls as well. Or if it
I
needed to
think,
be my hero point that we used in those slots.
yeah, I'll have to think about it, but for now, let's say she has 1 hero point.
I was actually gonna suggest cutting hers in half since she's a fox, if anything.
But she's a heroic fox.
She's a murder hobo fox.
Yes, but still heroic.
I like how you included the get out in the quote. Okay, so anyway, now that we're all peachy, I think, is Vaylin okay?
Vaylin is a little wounded, but he's okay.
Okay. Like, it doesn't look worrisome, is what I'm saying.
No.
Okay. Then I suggest we get the fuck out of here. Literally. And I start walking out. I'm like, screw this. I don't like spiders. I'm out. I don't like this. I'm leaving. You guys can stay and hang out. Fuck this. Search. I don't care. I'm out. And I start leaving
Vaylin,
the thicket.
Vaylin moves behind you and she says, oh, yes, I agree.
I could hear that in Nighty's
We're not
voice.
gonna loot the area?
I literally, as I'm walking away, yell, screw you. I'm out. like I told, I was like, you can loot. I don't care. I'm out. Screw you.
I
Can
mean,
I at least check?
you already collected berries. That's pretty much looting the area.
True.
Unless you want to loot the spiders' corpses to eat them for later. Carbonized spider.
How tasty is that?
As I'm wading through, I grab a couple of the charred spider corpses and just kind of slide them in my pocket for later.
Okay. All right. I'll leave.
I'm writing that too. I'm gonna put that. That is going in my inventory. Charred spider carcasses.
What's with this party and putting dead things in their inventory?
Hey, the only dead things I'm carrying besides the spiders, which could be snackies, are the boar tusk, which I did skin and clean all the bones and shit. And I also have the tassel worm head. That's just because Yawnes is also obsessed with heads, and his head's rotting. And so to not have him double up on heads, I'm carrying a head. These are trophies, sir, to give us money. Otherwise, we were not
How
obsessed
long
with
are we gonna
heads.
carry them for, though?
We're looking for the dude. Once we find his head, we can take them all back and give them all to the people.
Okay.
All right, Yawnes, are you back?
Yes, I am back.
What is your reaction to all this?
Yeah, not really much of a reaction here, just staring in disbelief.
I say I grab 6 of the dead spiders. And oh, as we're walking out of pure pride and prejudice, my little fox is gonna walk over here and she's just gonna start nipping at the little bodies of the ones that was biting her, and then she's gonna like eat a couple of them, and then she's gonna pick up one really fat one that's like all charred and burnt and stuff from all the like alchemy fires and stuff, and she's gonna proudly walk with it in her mouth and like trot behind me like really proud, like she's like I did this even though she didn't do it, but she's gonna act like she did.
All right.
So just imagine that mentally.
I like it. I like it. All right, back to the map then. I am glad I prepared this map for today. Because I did that same like, what if they go there? And they did go there.
Let's go.
All right. I'm just gonna put a cross on this.
Can we mark that as like the danger zone?
Yes.
Because while we killed the spiders, I'm going to associate that as Spiderville and not want to go back.
There you have it.
Yes! My life is complete now. Okay. So now... Wait, weren't we here?
Oh yes, so point.
Okay, fair enough. So I vote that we use our knowledge of this area to cross that bridge. Wait, okay, so this is Tuskwater down here. So these 2 by suit scale, like this general region to the mountainous range, that's the green belt, not down
That's
here.
the green belt. Here is the Tuskwater.
Okay, so that whole bar is Tuskwater. Gotcha. Okay, so like these 3 bars. I vote we go check here and then start making our way to the southeast following that, since we've already searched the other region close by where we know about the Sycamore and the suit scale area. So I say we cross the bridge, do a day travel or a couple days travel, go over there, search the area, make our way over a little more, and then just kind of like follow this route right here, and then eventually search the rest of the area, and then return with our bounties.
All right. So Vaylin steps in and makes a suggestion, and he says, I am still wounded from our fight with the boar. I would like to have some rest in a good bed and have good meals at a safe place.
I thought we did a day's rest, like a full day of resting and everything, and Vaylin was good.
That doesn't take away the wounds, though. It requires rest in a very secure location.
Okay. Do we know of one close by?
We could go back to the boar cave, can't we?
No, it doesn't count.
Oh.
The
So it
trading
needs to
post.
be a town, right?
You can go back to the trading post.
Alright, so
Wait,
why don't we go
wait,
back to the trading post and then make our way back there? After.
Sure. That would help for Amon too. You are still wounded one. Those don't go away. Because if you fall down again, you're wounded 2. And you can die then if you reach wounded 4. You die, basically.
Okay, so hey guys, let's go to the fort. Or trading post, not the fort, not the fort. Not the fort. I remember that is specific. No. No, I did not say. I didn't say fort.
No, you said fort.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You reminded me.
Oleg. Oh, we need to go see Oleg.
No, but I do want to go to the trading post because I did give up my oil.
Definitely the
Alright,
trading
so
post,
we're
not the F word. We don't say
After
the
2
F word
days-
here.
After 2 days of travel, you You get back to the trading post at the evening, so great moment. You are now the 22nd of Forest.
Is that a good day?
No, I'm just keeping the date.
Oh, okay.
It's now been a little over 3 weeks that you've set out into the stolen lands on your quest, and as you come back into the trading posts, the priest of Rastil, Jod Kafkan, who asked you to look for this Erastil lost temple the last time you were there, just
Mhm.
sees you and comes up to you and says, hello again, you've been gone a few days. Um, may I ask if you have looked for what I've seen in my vision?
I greet him and then I time out. His vision. Can you remind me what it was again? Because I think she would remember, but I don't.
He had a vision that there was a temple of Erastil in the region, and that there was some kind of huge bear that was weird and
But
didn't seem natural.
that temple was the same temple, right? Like I'm not mixing that up. Like that was the right temple.
I don't know.
Okay. So anyway, time back in. So we found this temple with a bear who had seemed to be a man who had been cursed. We did put him out of his misery, so to speak, and the temple did seem to change in a more purifying way. However, it's going to take work before I think it would be to completely your standard, but at least it's safe now for you to start making those adjustments.
Oh, what is it?
And I have a map, right? Like I actually have a little
Yes,
map. Okay,
you do have a
I
map.
pull up my map and I physically have one in my inventory. Okay, yeah. So I pull out my bad boy and I show him about where it is.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope this is the temple of my vision. If it is indeed, it is a temple of Erastil, and I have to restore it to its former glory.
I tell him to be cautious because I remember our little fairy bros and how that they like to be tricky with people. So I'm like, hey, by the way, just a little heads up. There's some fairies over here. They're cool, but just be aware. And also watch out for bandits because there's still a problem.
Oh, yes, indeed, I will go with an escort.
Good, good, good.
Thank you so much for this.
Yes, thank you.
I can, of course, dispense you some services, and I'll be eternally grateful to you. I am a priest, and I can help you with any spell casting, especially healing.
Can you teach me anything?
I do not think I can, but
Drats.
I'll be happy to offer you any of my services for free, of course.
And I indicate to the rest, to him, I indicate the rest of my party, especially the two injured people. I go, so can you help them?
Oh, indeed, it will be my pleasure.
All right, awesome. Then that would
And
be more than enough to show your gratitude.
and you're all fully healed.
Woo! Including Kit.
Awesome.
Yes,
Yes.
he's a priest, so technically he can teach you because you're a druid. Your spells don't really, even if the spells that overlap are not done in the same way. So
Yeah, but
the
besides
power does not
spells,
come from the same place. Yeah, so
I would want to learn from him because remember, I'm from a foreign land.
yes.
So I
But
would want to
I
know,
assumed
just not
spells.
not just spells, but like, would he also be able to teach me history or anything like that? Like just anything that would
Oh,
be like,
I would be happy to share my knowledge with you.
yes. All right, I'm gonna nerd out with that guy. And oh wait, I tell him like, okay. I'm like, oh, I get really excited, and I'm like, I would love to chat more, but we do have other obligations to take care of first. Would you mind bunking with us tonight to celebrate the new temple, and we'll swap stories and knowledge, and eat, drink, and be merry, and heal, and all that good stuff.
Of course, I will set out for the temple tomorrow on the morning. On the morning.
Great, that's perfect because we're setting out in the morning too. So we'll just all enjoy the evening. Okay.
And you're all gonna get 30 exp for the completion
Woo!
of this quest.
Awesome.
May we have the trading post map?
Oh yes, indeed. Trading post. It is.
Want to see my boys?
Yeah.
And my girl. Can't forget my girl. Whoa, that's zoomed in. Oh, there we go. My boys, my girl. Oh, I want to check on this guy. Check in on him and be like, hey, how's the not bandit life treating you?
Well, it's pretty good actually.
No regretting the decision to lead a noble life, huh?
Honestly, at first I thought this life wasn't for me, but it's honest work. It's not much, but it's honest work.
And I just kind of give him a little bow, and I'm just like, I'm happy for you.
Did you know that guy from the meme passed away about 2 weeks ago?
Yes, I know.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The guy from the "It's not much, but it's honest work" meme died a few weeks ago.
Oh shit.
Oh.
No, I didn't know about that. Damn. I mean,
Sad moments indeed.
at least he was a humble man. Okay, so we have these wanted posters. Who would I turn these into? Oleg? Or would it be like
yeah, Oleg or Kesten, and that's his here.
who?
Kesten Garris. Wait, what was it? Fuck.
Kessin
I
was the
forgot.
one we didn't find. He was a poster that we didn't find yet.
No,
Oh,
that's Falgrim Sneeg. Is the guy you're looking for
I got him backwards.
on his behalf.
Ah, so he is there. Okay, well, I don't have his
yeah.
completed, so I'm gonna walk over to I walk over to Oleg because he specifically asked for the head of this nasty worm thing, and I pull out the head of the worm, and I'm not really too pleased about it because I had to carry this motherfucker all the way back here, and I hand it to him, and I go, "Here's the head of the worm," and then I also reach in my pack and take out the tusk, not the hide, just the tusk, and I hand it to him, and I'm like, "And here is the proof that we took out this evil boar thing." And I only give him one of the two tusks because the other one's like my little trophy.
Wow, that is a huge tusk.
He was not a happy boar. He was very mean.
Yes, I assume this is Tusk Gutters.
Yes, and he almost killed, well, all of us. So I hope it was, I hope you make it worth our while. And I kind of like just hand it to him. Like, get this away from me.
Well, the hunter wanted his head, but I'm sure he will be happy enough with the tusk. He told me specifically that he wanted to spit in, I quote, that dirty pig's eye, but no, nevertheless, I
And
think he'll
I
be
say,
happy with
and I quote, that
his
my
head.
wanted poster says, "Kill giant boar and bring proof." It does not say head. And then I close my
Yes,
thing.
fair enough. Don't worry, he'll be happy with it.
Okay.
And,
While we're doing this exchange, I look at Oleg and I go, "So I gotta ask, why did you want the head of the sea worm?"
oh, well, it makes a great trophy. It's gonna be looking nice here.
I just kind of go, "Fair enough."
It's also a great piece of conversation. People talk about these things.
True, good point. All right, I see your logic.
Right, so he gives you this 5 of those.
Ooh, 5 of them?
Yeah.
All right, so I take them in my hand to distribute them amongst our group. While I read this,
Oh, that's actually great for Hale to use.
I walk over and I hand one to Hale. I hand one to I hand one to Amon. I hand one to Yawnes. I hand one to Vaylin. I take one, and then I actually wrap the other one around Kit's collar.
So to be precise, he hands you those locks of hair wrapped around twigs, twisted into the shape of a heart. And those lovers' knots act as healing, because there's some kind of talismans which act as healing. And if you can see on the description, if you use one, you regain 2d6 hit points, and you have battle medicine, you gain 2d6
Yep.
plus 7 hit points.
Can you
So
open the description again? I closed it by accident.
yeah, okay. You don't need to identify this because he gives them to you and tells you what it is.
Okay, well, seeing that it gives him a benefit, instead of putting it on Kit's collar, I'm gonna give Amon hers, and I'm just gonna have one too. And so everyone's gonna have one, and then Amon's gonna have two, because instead of giving it to Kit, I'm just gonna give it to him.
Yeah. You
Okay.
need to be trained in medicine to use it. It's one action to use it, and yeah, pretty much that. So it's not half bad. You also gain so in total
Where is
40
usage?
Sorry, what?
Where is usage?
What do you mean?
Trying to copy the whole thing.
Oh. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna put it in stuff.
I just copy pasted it.
I'm gonna put it in misc. And miscellaneous. Something like that.
Is it only on yourself though?
You can't use it on someone else.
You regain. Yeah, it doesn't say you can use them on someone else.
So, is Vaylin and Yawnes trained in medicine?
Vaylin is not.
Well, Vaylin gets to choose
I
what to
am.
do with the knot. So if Vaylin wants to give it to someone else, then he could, but if not, he can just keep it. I gave it to him, so
It's a beautiful knot.
yeah, it's pretty.
In total, you also gain 40 XP for returning, well, giving them both trophies.
So that puts
So I think
us
that's the
at
level up, by the way.
1006.
Yep. So you are now level 3.
Let's go.
We need some special. Hold on. I got something for this. Although you guys won't hear it, it'll just be on the recording. My cat's yelling at me.
All right.
Boop and boop and. We need level up music. Yes. All right, I found one, and I did the thing. So.
Can you post it in chat?
Yes, as soon as I download
Oh, okay.
it.
All right. So yeah, not bad. The level's not as pretty cool. So
Yeah, that is
he,
crazy.
he
Okay,
also
it's in music.
he also comes back with a long composite longbow and 3 beacon shot arrows, and
Ooh.
he gives them to you and he says, "Here, Vekel, the hunter who put the wanted poster on Tuskcutter, offers this to anyone who killed him. So this is yours."
Oh. What is he hands it to me?
To you, since you're the one who went to talk to him.
Okay. I take it and I am like carrying it like, you know, a kid that's holding something way too big. And I kind of just like waddle over to Amon and I'm like, or wait, who uses the longbow? Is it Yawnes?
Yes, that's.
No,
I think he
I
already has composite longbow now.
I waddle over to Yawnes and I hand him the arrows. And then I keep carrying the
Thank
bow
you.
like it's just too big, even though I'm pretty sure I know how to carry this normally. I'm just doing it because it's funny. I walk over to Amon and Vaylin and I go, would either of you want the composite longbow? Because I just have my little hand thing and I'm cool with it.
Is it possible for my class to learn how to use a longbow?
Okay, so from what I understand, they're gonna be doing some kind of remaster of the core rulebook, and they're gonna modify a few things in classes. And I think rogues will be able to use longbows from now on.
That would be a different campaign, or does this campaign get updates?
Yeah,
not
it would. It would be updated in here.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
see. We'll also see what we take and what we leave because it's going to change quite a few things. And it's like if your class changes in a way that doesn't please you, we'll just stick to the old one. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Well, I set it on the table behind you guys, and I say, I will let you decide what to do with this. And then I go back over to Oleg, and I ask him how things have been, and if there's any other, like, new wanted posters or anything that have come through since we've been out.
No, nothing new. Things have been pretty quiet now that you've gotten rid of those bandits at the camp near us. And in any case, anyone who was thinking of attacking us has been, let's say, dissuaded by Keston and his men.
Good, good. And then, do I know where they are?
Yeah, they're still camping south of the stable.
Okay, so they're, like, they're not here, they're outside.
They're here. I should make it. I haven't made a token for them because there's none, but I could actually.
Okay, but they're just, like, here. Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna check in with him, too, and be like, so, just, and him, and I'm also gonna check on the waifu, Svetlana?
Svetlana, yes.
Yeah, just to see how things are going while they do whatever they would like to do in the trading post. I'm gonna go be social. Let them do things.
We can purchase things from the shop here, right?
Yes.
I need to buy more oil. A lot more oil.
A lot more oil. What do you do with all this oil?
It's classified.
What does classified mean?
Uh,
Yeah, what is this classified you speak of, sir? With your foreign tongue.
well, I don't want to share the information that I'm going to burn down the Stag Lord's house.
Oh, you want to burn the Stag Lords? Well, it doesn't really have a house, but
The fortress, you know.
Sure. I understand. And sure, you can buy oil.
How much oil would I need for something like that?
No, basically one flask of oil is for one patch, like one square of surface. So,
But would it spread once it's been placed?
well,
Or
wood
does
burns, so why not?
Okay. Maybe 3 flasks?
Okay.
Is oil
Uh,
cheap?
Yeah, it's rather cheap. Let me see how much it costs. Yeah, it's one copper piece. Is that it?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god, I can buy.
we didn't get like any gold or anything for any of those things, right?
Nope.
What'd we get for the head? Oh, it
You
was
got
the
the
lover's
bow
charms.
and the
Okay.
arrows. Yeah. I think a composite longbow is actually decently expensive.
Can we sell things?
Yeah, you can sell things. Yeah, it's worth 20 gold, so not bad actually.
Well, they've got the longbow, so.
How much can I sell the berries for?
And so you present the berries to Oleg or Svetlana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you present him the berries, he says, "Oh, that's curious you would have fangberries. Actually, do you know Boken the alchemist?"
No,
Do we?
I don't think so. I don't.
Well, Boken is an alchemist. He usually keeps to himself, but he comes from time to time to try and sell potions. And he uses fangberries for his potions. If you want, you might want to go see him. He might give you a decent price for them. And
Oh.
he indicates to you where it is on your map, which is, let me see exactly. It's in the Rustling hinterlands, and it's about half a day to the east, a little more.
Okay. What could I do with these hides? Like, I have the beaver pelts and the boar hide. Is there anything I could make out of it, or would it be better to sell it?
Um, I guess you could use them for making leather armors or something like that. I'm not a specialist, and honestly, I'm not sure. But I
Oh, no,
hate to.
I was
But,
asking, not Oleg, like outside of the game. I was
okay,
asking, like, would
okay,
it,
yeah, I'm pretty sure I would allow you to use them as materials for crafting.
but I'm just saying, like, what could I, like, is there, like, is it just armor, or is there anything else I could possibly make with it that I could maybe get creative with? Or I'm just wondering if it's worth holding on to right now, more or less.
Um, honestly, I'm not sure.
You know what, for now, I'm not gonna worry about it, is, there's no value I have on these. What would I be able to sell them for?
Um,
I have 3
some,
cured beaver
um,
pelts and a massive roll of boar hide from that giant evil boar that was for some reason superpowered.
um, you could sell them for 5 gold.
All of it?
Yeah.
I think I'll hold on to it.
And we can also make hide shields.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that I didn't know.
I didn't either.
Huh.
Yeah. I'll put it in general
A
so that you
hide
can take a
shield,
look at
that's
it.
interesting. Mm, Huh. It does say creatures such as owl bears. Would the boar count? I don't think the beavers would, but would the boar?
Yeah. Yeah, let's say yes. Okay. Hide shield. What level it is? Is it? It's not very expensive. AC bonus +2. It's actually really good.
Hmm. Can I try to make one with the boar hide?
Um. Yeah. Sure. You'd have to craft. Spend
Uh,
some time crafting, but yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna. I'll just hold on to the hide and stuff for now, and then whenever we take an extended rest, I'll try it. For now, though, I'm just gonna kind of hang out. I don't really have anything to sell or buy, unless they have some potions. Do they have any of those?
Yeah, they have some basic potions.
Is it like healing potions or what?
Um, like the lesser healing potions.
So, is there a difference between lesser and minor healing potions?
Um, I think I mean minor.
But those are the same thing, right?
Uh, yes, I think.
And those
No,
go.
actually no. Lesser healing potion is the item level 3. Hey, you can buy some now. Actually, it's an item level 3. So if you want to buy lesser healing potions, you can.
How much are they?
12 gold for one.
And the minor healing potions?
4 gold.
Hmm.
So a minor healing potion is 1d8. A lesser is 2d8 plus 5.
I'm gonna buy one lesser and one minor, or yeah, a minor and a lesser.
Okay.
And can you put the description for the other potion? I have the minor one in my inventory already, but I don't have
Exactly the same, but 2d8 plus 5 instead of 1d8.
2d8 plus 5. That's what I needed right there. Okay.
Um,
2d8 plus 5.
so I wanted to purchase like an upgrade to my weapon of some sort.
Yes, okay, so
I know I had bought the. It was some bow that I purchased, and I couldn't use it.
yeah, we can solve that.
Hmm. Is there an upgrade for me in the shop or something to give me a little more utility in a fight?
So didn't you guys find some magic rune at some point, by the way?
Somewhat.
Some magic rune.
Yes, I have it.
Oh yeah. Let me see. I'm
It's
gonna
in.
check your
Hold on, let me.
inventory, I guess.
It is right. I was alphabetizing right there. Bam.
In the suit scale caverns, right? So you don't know what it is yet.
I put the
You
note.
need
You
to
told me to put
identify
it.
it. Yep. You have to identify it.
Can I try again?
Yes, you can.
What was it,
I'm
Arcana?
gonna have. You can do nature because you are a druid.
Sweet.
24, I think you should be able to know. I'm gonna check what it is because it's been a while
It's been a minute.
since the suit scale caverns. Okay, so let me see.
Are there fire bombs?
Yeah, you can buy fire bombs. Okay, so it's a weapon potency runestone +1, so it's a minor one.
What does that mean?
So when you place this rune on a weapon, it gains +1 to hits, so +1 to attack rolls.
Oh, shit.
And you can start placing other runes on it.
On this rune? Or like on the weapon?
On the weapon, you put that rune on.
Ooh. I look at it like it's a shiny object. Is there anywhere that's written? Or it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Can I use it now?
Yeah. So you have
Yeah.
to you have to use crafting to etch the rune on a weapon.
Okay.
Technically, you need to etch it on a stone and then transfer with the rune stone on the weapon. But well. Yeah, you can add one property rune to a +1 weapon. So Hail already has a +1 weapon, by the way, because you have there was a short sword +1 in the beginner box scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And those are level 2, by the way, so you can actually buy them if you want to for 35 gold.
Okay.
At level 4, for example, you have Striking Rune, which increase the weapon die by 1. Like, for example, if your weapon rolls 1d6 and you get a Striking Rune on it, it's 2d6.
Oh.
And it costs 100 gold.
Mm,
I remember there being a list of items for the Pathfinder shop. Do you guys
Yes,
know where that is? I forgot to bookmark it.
still the same on Archives of Memphis. There's a shit ton of gear.
Uh,
you're getting it mixed up with the D&D one where you had like a shop list. She's saying that like we can get any item that's within the level range.
no, there was a shop list for this. I remember that's where I found the oil.
Yeah, it was in the general items. Like the whole list.
Oh, I see, I found it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, in the other campaign that we were playing, he had like a shop list where it was only those items and it was like a tab. But in this one, it's like any item that you can actually acquire at a certain level within reason. They have it because it's like an outpost.
Yeah, I remember. I
Yeah.
remember calling it Walmart.
Yeah. Or Sam's Club. Same thing.
Pretty much.
One's just the warehouse. I would like to try to use the runestone on my sickle. Would the priest dude be able to help me with that since he's all heebie-jeebie?
No,
He can't help? Damn
he's not a crafter.
it. Would Yawnes be
You
able
need
to
the
help me?
crafting. Yeah, Jones would be able to help you. Have to look at crafts. See if rune formulas. No, I think it's just yeah, it's just the crafting. From table 10.6.
So, will you help me put the stone on my sword, Yawnes? Or sickle, technically.
Is Yawnes here?
Jones?
Oh, what? Sorry, I
Um,
was in space.
all good.
Can you use your crafting to help me put a runestone on my sickle?
Yeah. So I just do a crafting check.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a while though. You're gonna work on a while on that, I think. Okay, you definitely fail.
Oh,
I
fuck.
rolled
It
2.
doesn't destroy anything, but you hold on, it's level 2. Yeah, you fail. It doesn't destroy anything, but you spend let me see. How long is crafting? Craft. By the way, you still have a broken shield, Kitty?
Yeah, but I also want my sword to be a little more useful. I feel
Yeah.
really vulnerable at close range.
I want like more utility. Like we were fighting the spiders and I didn't feel that useful.
So yeah, you're fighting swarms of spiders, indeed. Did you understand what they were weak to?
Fire!
Fire?
Okay.
So I need more. I want like splash damage sort of things.
Yeah, there are bombs that you can buy. And let me see if I can find you a decent.
I just want to be 100% sure I can use what I'm purchasing.
I don't think you have a specializations in bombs though.
Oh, so I need a specialization to use a bomb that I've purchased?
Um, a category martial group bomb. Yeah, you don't have martial weapons,
No.
so you're not going to be good with bombs. You can still use them, but you're not going to be good with them.
How significant is that?
Um, you're going to get your dexterity bonus, and that's it. While, for example, for your short sword, you're using dexterity bonus plus proficiency, so that's 2, plus your level, that was 2, now it's 3.
Oh,
So
I see.
it makes a rather significant difference.
Um,
Even the thing is, with bombs, even if it misses, you still deal splash damage.
mhm. Um, maybe something with fire then?
Yeah, you can have the same as Jones. You have the Alchemist's Fire. It costs 1 costs 3 gold.
Do these expire though?
No, they don't.
Okay.
You have other bombs, like you have acid bombs, you have sonic bombs, and alchemical bombs. Do I have a list? Yes. If I do this, for example, I'm gonna put it in general. Those are alchemical bombs. So Alchemist's Fire, Acid Flask, Bottled Lightning is like bomb, electricity bombs.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. On a hit, the target becomes flat-footed until the start of your next turn. For fuck's sake, that's good. Frost Vial is also a bomb. Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, they're good. I mean, alchemists feel like they have a lot of options, of decent options, and that they can combo with their items pretty well. By the way, does anyone have a time limit? And when, pretty much? When do you want to stop?
I don't specifically.
I don't. I can be here all day.
I can't be here
Okay,
all
Jones?
day, but I can be here for a while.
Yeah, I can be here for a while if you guys want.
Okay.
Kitty, what do you think? For the bombs. I don't know, cause
So, okay, you're not asking Kitty, you're asking Eru.
Eru, yes.
The
I wanted your opinion.
on bombs?
Yes, just for combat, like so I can help out a little more.
I would recommend you consult with the alchemist on that one, my dude.
You can also buy poison, technically.
Well, I was gonna say, you're a rogue, so you're stealthy. If you really want like specialty advice, I would say check with maybe the alchemist on it because he's gonna have better advice than me. But if you're doing a bunch of sneaky plays and stuff, maybe some kind of poison or something would be better up your alley because you can just put it on your knife and stuff.
True. What kind of poison is there? I guess
What is that noise?
I'm not sure.
Might be my fan.
Oh, okay, it's just freaking me out.
Sorry.
Uh,
Yeah, it's pretty warm around here.
I mean, Yawnes has fire bombs, so if I did buy a bomb, I'm not sure if I'd want fire.
Trying to figure
Let
out
me
what
see if I can
to.
find you the items.
I
Alchemy.
want.
Yeah. Ultimate home poisons. Do they all attack fortitude? Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, the poisons almost always attack fortitude.
Um, so as far as the leveling up thing goes, it says
Yes.
that when I hit level 3, I get second level spells, alertness, a general feat, great fortitude, and skill increase. But I can't really
Yep.
see anywhere about where to apply that. I did increase my spell slots and added the 2 second level spells because on the chart it says at tier 3 I have 5 cantrips, 3 first level, 2 second level. But I don't know what the rest of that stuff means, like the alertness, general feat, and all that stuff.
Okay, so we'll take a look for next time, maybe, because that's gonna take a while to level
That's
him.
fair.
You know what? I want to buy lethargy poison.
Lethargy poison. So let me see what it does.
Interesting.
Lethargy poison. Okay, so first of all, it's an injury poison, so you put it on your weapon. And yes, it's the drow poison. So yeah, it slows the target 4 hours, dude. Okay, so remember that it's one use. You
So
put it on your
wait,
weapon.
would
You,
this
you
income?
know, okay, you know what I would do? What I would do is I would buy a formula for the poison for Jones,
Oh,
and
okay.
then he can craft some every day.
I can do
There you
that.
go. Holy shit.
I would do
Okay.
that.
Fucking
I
I
would
didn't know
buy.
busted.
you can buy formulas.
Yeah, you
There's
can.
so much in this shop list. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Um,
Formulas are quote unquote hidden because they are not directly in the shop, but there's a formula for buying formulas. So yeah, you since it's a poison level 2, Jones has access to it, and you could buy a formula for the lethargy poison, and then give it to Yawnes, and then Yawnes can craft every day some lethargy poison, for example.
Oh, sure. Cause
Okay.
so this poison would be more for like non-lethal use if we need to capture somebody, right?
Honestly, it's also useful in combat.
Yes, I'd understand that too. But
Let's see. The onset. How long is the onset? It's instantaneous?
oh, so I'd be purchasing a formula book, right?
Yeah.
That's 1 gold piece.
No, it's not exactly that. Okay, a level 2 formula. Only 2 gold pieces? No, that doesn't seem right. Wait. Can buy common formulas at the price listed. If you have an item, you can try to reverse engineer its formula. That's pretty cool as well. It's a bit odd that it's so inexpensive, actually.
Yeah, I feel like something may not be right there.
Yeah, wait. Core rule book, page 293. I'm gonna take a look.
1 second. I just need to run to the front door really quick.
Okay. Okay, by the way, to craft an item, you need 4 days at work, at which point you attempt a crafting check.
Oh my god.
To craft from scratch. Like you just from raw materials to a full item, it's 4 days.
Question unrelated to that.
Yes.
What classifies as a minion?
That's a good question. Where did you see that?
Final sacrifice. Channel energy to blow up your minion. That's a spell.
Yeah, I think it's an invocation. I'm not sure.
But what would classify as a minion? Because I feel like my
You're
kit
gonna
does not classify as a minion.
No, kid does not classify as a minion. I'm
And no, I
quite
would
sure.
not blow her up. Just so none of you think about that
Okay,
shit.
I'd be mad
so
if you blew up Kit.
You think I would?
I don't know. You're the one asking about it.
Because I want to know if a kobold counts as a minion.
so
You're gonna.
minions. Hold on. Minions are creatures that directly serve another creature. A creature with this trait can use only 2 actions per turn, doesn't have reactions, and can't act when it's not your turn. Your minion acts on your turn in combat once per turn when you spend an action to issue it commands. For an animal companion, you command an animal. For a minion, that's a spell or magic item effect, like a summoned minion, you sustain a spell or sustain an activation. If not otherwise specified, you issue a verbal command as a single action. Yada yada yada.
Is that
Yeah,
thing?
it's basically some kind of invocations, I guess. Yeah, I guess like you make some invocation and you can blow them up. That's necromancer vibe, but okay.
That is so fucked. Why is that a primal spell? I'm in primal, right? Yep.
Well, you can get some evil primal spellcasters.
Just gonna pretend I didn't read that. And keep in mind that if I decide to make you my minion for any reason, I can blow your ass up. Literally. That's not figuratively, that literally you will explode. There's a good bit of decent second level spells.
Yeah, I also think your cantrips are better now.
Better?
I think so.
Uh,
Because there's the thing where cantrips get heightened.
what the fuck? I can just give something dark vision?
Maybe.
Okay.
Permanently?
No. Well, let's see. So you grant. Oh, okay, you grant yourself supernatural area. Okay. You can literally just give yourself dark vision as a spell. That's funny.
Oh,
So, yeah, I don't see. I can usually read a formula. You can copy a formula into your formula book in 1 hour, either from a schematic or directly from someone else's formula book. If you have a formula, you can craft a copy of it using crafting skills. Formulas for uncommon items and rare items are usually significantly more valuable. Since the lethargic poison is uncommon, I would have to bump up the price.
Oh my god.
So yeah, technically, since it's an alchemical item, you could buy the formula. So I'm gonna make it cost more than 2 gold pieces in this case. But yeah, by the way, Yawnes, if I were you, actually, I would buy a shit ton of alchemical formulas and put them all in my book. It becomes a lot more useful suddenly.
oh, there's a This is pretty pricey though. There's a hunter's bow.
I mean, do you really want to be using bows, though?
I use mine pretty often.
Thy chap, ye are a rogue. I'm just going to
I mean,
elaborate this one more time.
okay,
Yeah, you should be using melee weapons more often.
sure.
Because basically what you do is you get into an advantageous position and use it to do the sneak attack thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would allow you to buy a lethargy poison formula for 20 gold.
Hmm. I'll wait for Yawnes to get back before I purchase that.
Okay.
So I already have an upgraded sword, though. Like, what other close range options do I have?
So yeah, there are poisons. You have some utility items, like for example, there are smoke sticks, I think they're called. And they allow you to produce a smoke cloud on the battlefield in which you are hidden. For example.
That sounds useful.
There's also smoke bombs apparently.
Well, I just realized that I was muted and said a whole
Oh.
bunch of things.
Oh.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah, what do you think about the poison? Not
I
poison,
think that can be a good idea. Also, can I look at the formulas during the week and
Yeah, sure.
get them at the start of next week?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, for example, a smoke stick. With a sharp twist of this item, you instantly create a screen of thick, opaque smoke in a burst centered on one of your corners place. All creatures within that area are concealed, and all other creatures are concealed to them. The smoke lasts for 1 minute or until dispersed by a strong wind. The radius is 5 feet for a lesser smoke stick, for example.
Okay, I will purchase one of those.
It's 3 gold.
Okay.
It's 1 action. Held in 2 hands? That's pretty big. That can be useful to conceal yourself, for example, and if you want to go for the underhanded assault, for example, and you get out of someone's vision and then you try to do them a nasty. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how many different items there are exactly, because there's so many of them that you could use. But I think it's already a pretty decent idea to maybe use poisons for big combats, big battles. And yeah, actually buying formulas for Yawnes for stuff you want but you wouldn't necessarily want, it could be a good idea as well. Yawnes could actually charge you for this, but he doesn't have to. That's the lawful evil. Is yes, sure, I do something for you, but that's how much it's gonna cost you.
Well, if I'm buying the spell book, or
It's not a spell book.
not spell book, what are they called?
Ultimate
Formula book.
Formula. Yeah.
Yes. That's the price I paid.
Yeah, but he's still doing the work.
True.
Anyway, you'll sort this between you. Anyway, what do you guys want to do? Now that you've bought a few things, I'll allow you to get any item you want from the shop, even if you leave during the week.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna have to look at a lot of shit.
Yeah, not to spend too much time at the moment on the buying stuff.
I'm not even worrying about the shop right now. I'm trying to update all these fucking spell shit. Jesus, updating a druid's a bitch.
All right, so yeah, the spells we'll see about the spells too eventually, especially about the cantrips.
Yeah, that I'm gonna have to update too. Right now I'm just picking the second level one so I can at least get that situated. But I already did. I'm just kind of copy pasting while they look at the shop.
All right. So for the moment, you're still at Oleg's trading post. You're gonna spend the night because it's what was
Yeah.
that was the point in the first place.
And then we're also gonna hang out with the dude and he's gonna teach me about this area. Or his wisdom.
Okay, so the priest mostly tells you about the Rustling in the first place because it's what he knows best.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
So
But at least I
yeah,
entertain him with that.
alrighty. But that's still good knowledge, you know. It's one of the major gods of the area, of the continent, one that is not
Yeah.
very commonly worshipped where you come from.
Oh, yeah, no, not at all. That's why I wanted to know about it.
Yeah, so yeah, you get a decent amount of knowledge that you didn't have before.
Sweet.
And so I'm gonna change the dates, by the way. And what else do you guys want to do?
So there wasn't really anything new as far as bounties and stuff. Everyone's setting out in the morning, so I would say we just head out and search for that guy that is still wanted, since that's about the only thing we really have to do right now.
You were also told about Boken, who uses the fang berries for his potions.
Yeah, but we don't know where he is.
Yes, she told you where it was.
Oh, he did? Is that...
Yeah,
Did we mark that?
she said about a bit more than half a day to the east.
Do you guys want to go see this person?
Sure. One thing, I did want to replenish my arrows and my potions,
Okay, so
healing potions.
the arrows aren't very expensive. Just get some.
Mm-hmm.
I think, unless you want magic arrows, of course. Yeah, it's like 10 for 1 silver pieces. 10 for 1 silver piece, actually.
Okay. So I will get 10.
I think I'm still pretty solid on all my bolts and stuff. That's why I wasn't too worried about it.
Are the what is the game on this on Steam? Is it a little more streamlined where like they
Huh?
What? Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
like if you pick a class, it tells you all of your options as you're leveling up normally when you play a game.
Like,
Yes.
oh, like in
Like
like
you'll
an
have a
RPG?
visible skill tree or whatever. Do the Pathfinder games do that?
Not really. It tells you what, for example, if you click on a foot, it's like required for this, but that's about it. You don't see that much. You can still, when you look at your class
Mm-hmm.
on Archives and Lethis, you can still see what you get every level.
Okay.
For example, new feat, new skill or skill increase, and increase in damage for your sneak attack, for example, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Rogue, let me see, Rogue, for example. What do you get at 3rd level? Deny advantage, general feat, skill feat, and skill increase. So you gain decent amount. Deny advantage, what does this do? As someone who takes advantage of others' defenses, you are careful not to leave such openings yourself. You aren't flat-footed to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures of your level or lower, or creatures of your level or lower using surprise attack. However, they can still help their allies flank, so yeah, you're partially immune to flanking.
That sounds useful.
Yes, indeed it is.
Okay, how about we head out? Because I'm spending too much time looking at this.
During the week, we'll look at your level ups, okay?
Sure.
To make sure you have everything and you know everything and you've picked everything you want to pick.
Mhm.
Right, Yawnes, Eru,
I
you
wasn't
guys want to head
really.
out?
Yeah, I'm ready. I was saying. I'm chill.
All right. So let's go back to the map.
Can we end the session here? I
What?
You want
yeah,
to end?
just as we are heading out because I need to get out as well of the house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you said we could keep going for a while.
Well, it's been a little while. When I go before it gets too late.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, if you have to go.
That's good with you guys.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is. And
Yeah, it was a nice session. I'll look into the level up and stuff to buy for next week.
yeah, all right. Yeah, let's see. You guys available next week or not?
Yeah.